Hello and welcome to Wyckoff training academy. In this particular video, hello and welcome to Wyckoff training academy.
In this video, I'll be discussing about the trade tracker analysis report which I've shared for last 1 week. Instrument XAUUSD gold spot. So as usual, first of all we'll go through this one. We got 13 trades and out of 13, 12 were successful and one was stop loss was triggered. So the accuracy comes down to 92.30%. Minimum points gain in this particular trade or in this particular entire 7 days or working. We got 40 points and maximum points in one single trade was 803. So total points gained is 2,911 points. So I'll take you on the chart and I'll explain based on what parameters I have taken this trade setups, and you can analyze. You have this images with you and you just cross check it with the video and you'll understand how I have initiated and have taken the trades. One thing I would like to make clarify is accuracy. Accuracy is something which is very different and very subjective in nature. For me, accuracy counts, and what accuracy means for me is if this is a place where I'm planning to buy, I quantify my accuracy based on has price moved if I am buying here at this particular point. So I'm looking for price to go higher. So out of 10 or out of 100 times or 10 times, how many times does price goes in my favor, irrespective of points I'm gaining? Because there are many other traders who quantify accuracy based on the risk to reward 1:2, 1:3, and 5, 10, and it keeps on going higher and higher. But for me, whenever I get into any trade, I look for, and most of my trades give me 80+% accuracy. That means out of every 10 trades or 100 trades, 8 trades goes in the favor of my analysis. And some of my students have also they have achieved 75% and 80% also. So it depends upon individual hard work and how much time does he gives into what has been trained and what has been taught. So this is how I try to calculate my accuracy. So out of all these 13 trades, 12 trades went in my favor, and they have given me a desired or logical exit. Whatever points I'm gaining, these are all based on logical exits, not any random exit. Like I don't sit with any random logic of exit. I have my own logical entry and exit criteria. Based on that, I exit the trades. So this is how I calculate my accuracy, and 80+% accuracy is what I have achieved so far. Though in my report you would see accuracy going beyond 90%, but I on an average 85% is what I've seen so far. So now we'll go directly to the chart and try to see how many trades and how we got the trades and what was the criteria. This annotation tool is not working. So again, this would be a 15 minutes video. So started from 21st Feb, time frame 5 minutes. The reason for keeping the time frame 5 minutes, as I told you earlier in my previous XAUUSD video, I want to see things to be giving me profit on a lower time frame, because higher time frame is but natural. I'll get profit and it would be a profitable trade. So without wasting any time, just give me a minute. So now, as usual, what we are seeing here, force of demand is greater than supply, pullback towards which was a resistance, now got converted into support. This is a weak supply bar, and then this is trigger candle, stop loss underneath, and exit accordingly. As we are approaching arching over, this is shortening of thrust, but I would not wait for this one. By this point or by around this point, I would be out of the trade. Second, here also, this is a very tricky trade. This is springing this particular level, this level. So the levels which are of past also plays vital importance in trading when it comes to master market structure. Because if this is a level and this is broken, until the time we don't have this level, these levels are important. They can be used for booking targets, they can be used for initiating trades. So having said that, this is where this is the bar I have entered into the trade. Let me zoom in. Reason being said, this is trade set up two kind of scenario. Here, selling force is diminishing and demand is coming in, and price action is also getting weaker. We are getting no effort bar, and this is the deciding bar which I've taken in all the supply. That's the reason I have initially traded over here. This is the second trade. Again, force of demand is greater than the supply. Always remember, when this is green, always think of force of supply or demand. In terms of when it is green, think in terms of demand, force of demand. When it is red, think of force of supply. Please bear with me. Actually, I'm not feeling well. That's the reason I'm not able to speak very clearly. So please bear with me. So this is the place, same situation. just like over here, we have eaten away all the supply, and then this was a place I've initiated trade, and you can see what was my exit exactly. Let me check which date it is. The first one. One is 895, 28,895, and 28,400, somewhere around here. So this is 21st. Again, I got here it is resistance, got converted into support. If you extend the line, this is buying opportunity, and this is what target would have been. But I am keeping this thing intentionally so that you should understand this is not a valid trade. Compare it with this one and this one, because here force of demand is greater than supply. But it is a trade. You can get like it is a quick points gaining trade, but I'll not go for this one. That's the reason I have kept this one intentionally. Or if I would have gone for it, then I would have traded my stop loss to break even. That is a part where like trade management part which I follow. This is a trade. I'm stopped out over here. This is the no effort bar after a greater demand or greater force of demand than a pullback. So here I am stopped out. And then after that, I have taken another trade. Selling is getting exhausted. Supply is getting exhausted, you can say. Force of demand is constant. And this is no supply. Because as we are approaching downwards, approaching towards the support, which was previously acting as a resistance, this is the place where I have initiated buy trade. And here somewhere I would have exited the trade. So this is for 22nd Feb. After this, on 23rd of Feb, so this is 23rd Feb. Here, this is first it was acting as a resistance, then price started revolving around it, and at last it resulted in this particular fashion. So here you can see supply, force of supply is greater than demand, and as we are approaching towards this thing, or you can say this particular level, which is acting as a resistance now, price is getting narrow. So there are many things of Wyckoff which or price behavior which we can apply based on that. Because I don't want you people to get confused if I add up, like if I speak about shorting of thrust and other climatic behavior and other Wyckoffing principles, because that is subject different subject, because it is purely into trading part and it requires a lot of explanation apart from this one. So simply just concentrate on this thing. The force of supply is greater, price is getting narrow. This supply, if I zoom in, should be clear for you to see. If you see this bar, no effort bar, trend change is evident. No demand followed by a selling bar, a selling candle. So initiated a short trade over here. Though this would have panicked many of our traders. Even if when I'm trading, I'm also concerned when this kind of bar candle appears. But there are two options. Either you wait for your stop loss, or either ways you can safeguard your stop loss and exit out of the trade and make a re-entry. No problem. There is no harm in saving a stop loss of 100 points and booking loss of 20 or 30 points. It is part of trading, and that sort of trading is quite intelligent. So here I have entered. I held this level. I exited at this particular point. This is the trade setup one, which I mentioned in my PDF. You can see all the selling, narrow sideways movement, neutral candles, then continuation of selling. This is what trade setup one looks like. So this is quite rare. And like frequency of this kind of trade setup is very rare. That too in accordance with structure. And keep one thing in mind. We are trading based on force, structure, market structure, and price behavior around it. So you can call it as pullback trades if you want to. There is no harm. But till the time it is aligned with the force, the price behavior is in our favor, the toolkit is giving us fair idea where which side the prices are likely to head. So based on that, you can initiate the trade. 23rd Feb, same structure, breakout, test. This is a final bar. I would have initiated trade over here also, but this gave me much more confidence, because when this kind of no effort bar appears, that means there is a trend change, possible trend change to take place, or either price will go in the favor of the previous trend. So here the force of demand is greater than supply, and moreover I am sitting on the structure which is resistance now getting converted into, let me make it more clear to you. The resistance now getting converted into, or got converted into, support. Force of demand is greater than supply, and price behavior is in my favor, indicating higher prices. So I've initiated my buy over here. After 23rd, I got trading opportunity on 26th of Feb. This is a very beautiful spring. Herein you can see there is supply, we are coming down. This is preliminary demand. People who normally look for accumulation distribution kind of thing. I have already, like in some of my video, I've told everyone that nowadays finding phase analysis of accumulation and distribution is very difficult. It's an idea of exchanging hand taking place between supply and demand. So that is what is happening over here, and it ended with a spring. And as you can see, there is no whatsoever supply in this particular bar, and this bar was the deciding bar, which is bringing this particular level and this level also. So it is a confluence taking place, and this would have been my target. So this is what 26 Feb, and then after that we haven't got any trade on trade setup on 27th. Same goes with 29th. On I think there is some problem with I got message from trading you stating that there is some ETG or something data problem is going on. So if you see the period separator is not working properly, then this is a glitch with trading view. And I got the message that their engineers are working on it. So having said that, this is effort to go upwards, up thrust, supply. This is this trade I kept intentionally because in my training I explain I give idea about how effort versus result works and how to analyze it and how to trade with it. So this is intentionally I've kept this particular trade. This is up thrust, resistance. We are up thrusting this one, weak demand, supply coming in. Then this is a bar which has eaten away all the demand present over here. Then this was a test of this up thrust, and then down she went. So this particular demand, many people get confused. So this is demand. This is not demand. This is effort. This is hidden supply. So here, this is the first trade which I got on 29th. Then this is the second trade. This one is especially like if you want to like the one who is well versed with Wyckoff method and teaching of like structure and all the stuff can take this trade. You cannot take this blindly based on this indicators only. If you want to go take trade based on only indicators, these three indicators, this is the trade setup which you have to look for. The force of either demand or supply should be in your favor. Either it should be a spring pullback, either ways up or down, or up thrust. In this case, this is a pullback trade setup 2, wherein all this demand what was converted to supply and force of supply was greater than demand. This was your somewhere here it would have been your stop. This would have been your ideal place to exit. Initially try to make small profits. Later on, once you are well versed with this thing, you can go for longer trades. Again up thrust, then continuation toward the downside. Force of demand was there. This is also a second intentionally kept example of effort versus result. Look, the amount of effort, though it is decreasing, but price is also facing struggle in going upwards. Though there was 1, 2, 3 efforts take the market upwards. 1, 2, and 3 all resulted in failure. This means there is hidden selling over here. So this is a place I would add initiated a short trade. And this is the example of trade setup 1, which followed over here. Selling, sideways movement, then selling continuation. So this is trade setup 1. but it is very difficult to identify or to get in accordance with structure. So out of 100, like out of 10, 9 times you will see trade setup 2, wherein either selling would be angled by the demand, or supply would be angled by the demand, or demand would be angled by the supply, which is easily identifiable with the help of tape reading toolkit. So after this 1st of March, again there is absorption taking place over here, and after absorption, the reason, because here you can see there is no whatsoever logical swing formation taking place over here, but I have considered this as an absorption kind of thing, or based on the demand, and the force of the demand was in my favor. That's the reason I have initiated a trade on this particular bar, because this no effort bar means two things: either trend would change, or previous trend would, price will go in the previous trend's way. For you, I would like to bring up this analysis dashboard. Trend change or price will continue its previous trend. So make use of this. Whoever has bought this thing, make use of this analysis dashboard. So this is where we have initiated buying trade, and see how beautifully it tested. I haven't used Wyckoff trades in here, because I want it to be completely restricted to these 3 indicators. So this ends our XAUUSD gold spot presentation or walkthrough video of trade records. After this, I'll record Nifty index. So if you have any doubt, anything to ask, you can comment below, and or either you can DM me or ask me in my Telegram group. The link of my Telegram group is given in the description. Thanks for watching the video. Bye bye.